Oh,
Ah, well, hello.
hello. I was
You're
just
looking a little
I was
green,
just casting a
friend.
spell. Well, that's because I'm a healthy shade of green this evening, as one usually is.
you know,
Welcome, welcome everybody.
welcome. Good evening.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Dragon Mount #rewatch.
Agatha all along, episode number 7, which I once again do
7.
not know the name of.
Uh, shit! I had it like
Mm-hmm.
just a
Mm-hmm.
second ago. Death's hand, death something, death something. Super
Real bad at my
professional.
job.
We're
Real
very
bad.
good. We're very good at this. How are you this evening? You also your cheeks are so rosy. Your face is so green.
You
It's
know.
amazing. I love the hat. Oh, that's a great hat too. Did you just have that sitting around?
Uh-huh. It's actually, yes, She Who Shall Not Be Named. It's from her catalog of wizard
Ah,
hats.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. That does kind of look like
Mm-hmm.
maybe a McGonagall hat or something.
It is. It is.
Okay. So actually a fun thing that I saw. I'm just seeing if this is the picture. Yeah. So I spotted this. Like people, obviously, Elphaba or the Wicked Witch doesn't have a buckle on her hat, but they did that so that the costume would be just a little bit different than the Wicked Witch. Like she doesn't have a buckle on her hat. She doesn't, the original Wicked Witch, she doesn't have like a suit coat type thing. It's just like a black flat robe. Just really interesting. That was another little interesting tidbit that was in there this weekend. Speaking of interesting tidbits, I don't know if she's a tidbit, if you'd categorize her as a tidbit, but she's pretty interesting. Let's bring her in from backstage. Sorry.
Look, here comes an awesome guest.
Hello, friend, Mrs. Katharine E. Wibell.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Oh, it's a Gnomon Garden and an Arosa. Hello, friends. Welcome. So I recruited Katharine while we were at another friend from Multiverse. We were on what panel were we on together? It was a horror panel.
I think you were on the panel that I moderated about is folklore and myths actually horror stories? Yeah.
Yes, folklore and myth horror stories. That's what it was. That was a lot of fun. I was in that horror room a lot that weekend, actually. I did a bunch of horror panels.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I had a lot. I love folklore and like mythology, and just also like one of the things that we didn't really talk about it too much in that because it wasn't the focus, but like the way it evolves like through not just time but like distance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, depending
on like cultures and how far away from each other are, you also develop cultural differences in myths and lore that bleed it simultaneously. So it is kind of interesting. It's not just time, but like you said, geographical locations will change things.
Yeah.
Hey Tom, we are, because my computer's not working, so I'm watching the YouTube on my computer. We're vertical. We're very small.
There's 2 streams actually. So if you're watching on YouTube and you're watching vertically and you don't want to be watching vertically, if you go back to the Dragon Mount live stream thing, you'll see 2 live streams simultaneously happening. One is in vertical format for people with cell phones, and one is in landscape format for people with not cell phones or wanting to watch landscapely. Well, this is a new feature. I was actually just telling Katharine about this. This is a new feature that StreamYard just added because a lot of the other studios that are somewhat better than StreamYard, and actually one that's free, started doing this like multi-layout stream thing that you can do, and you could do it on YouTube and Twitch. So why not? I figured.
Interesting. Okay. Weird.
That Gnomon Garden said, well, folklore is the basis for horror because life is horrible. I mean, he's not exactly wrong. But let's introduce Katharine and her books to the folks that are here. So Katharine, I know you have a few series actually, but the one that you guys are focusing on right now is the Guardian Speaker, right?
Yes, and that is my Viking dark fantasy. It's a retelling of Nordic myth, so it takes you on a pretty much an Odyssey style adventure throughout all 9 realms of that mythos.
That's fun. And in the description that I read, it's so the main character is, I don't want to pronounce this wrong, obviously. It's Lif, but it's not an I. It's got the
Yes, it's pronounced leaf. So
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was
Yes.
Leaf or not. I was like, maybe it's Leaf. But the thing I know I'm going to get wrong is that she was born with an ability to see everyone's
Fool's year.
I can't say it. I'm going to post it in chat. But how do you say it properly?
Well, hopefully you pronounce it correctly, but it's Fool's year, and essentially in the belief system during the Viking era, they believed that people had 4 parts of self. So instead of like mind, body, and soul that we usually think of nowadays, especially in like the US and other Western cultures, they believed in a body, mind, and soul were one thing. Your luck was this kind of its own entity, and then your animal-shaped guardian spirits, which were called Fulgir. And so my main character can see and communicate with everybody's guardian spirit, and depending on your personality, depends on the animal form they take from birth.
Ooh, okay.
Interesting.
So what's your Catherine's guardian spirit?
Ooh, question. Everybody wants these big, flashy things. And so, obviously I want to be something cool, like a bear or a wolf or something, again, super flashy. The main characters is a squirrel. So I'm like, reality, I'm probably, just like a lapdog. So that's probably what I am. But,
I love it.
I would love something flashier.
Yeah. I think mine was well, not the, say it again.
Fool's year.
Like when I found my animal spirit from another property, it was a flying animal. I want to say it was like a raven or a crow.
Ooh, that would be a nice one. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm not one of that. Like my immediate first thought was like cat. Just like domesticated house cat, not even like a lion or a panther. Nope, cat. That was
I would
my
be Tom and
immediate first
Aaron's
thought.
cat. Your cats are treated very well. I could do that.
Fair. We do baby them a lot. I actually for an update for those who didn't see in the Discord. So last week I talked about how our cat Lanfear got some bad news, but not. Like we don't know for sure yet, like how bad. So she has a mass. It might not be bad. It might be. We don't really know yet, but we still don't know. Like that was basically the update that I wanted that we have at the moment is we still don't know. But I had a fun picture. Here it is of from this afternoon when I posted in the Discord, and the vet, when I called earlier today to the vet to see like what was up with the things, she said we probably won't know until after the holidays. So no update until probably next rewatch. But this was her this afternoon.
No.
This is how she sits when I'm on my computer with her head on my hand and I can't type unless, except for with one hand. But that's Lanfear.
Sweet kitty.
Yeah. So do you have any pets?
I do. And actually, the funny thing is, when I was writing, going back to the whole concept of guardian spirits, when I was writing the stories and assigning everybody, like, this one's going to be this and this one's going to be that, the brother of the main character has an Irish wolfhound because at the time, I always wanted one. Since then, I was able to rescue an Irish wolfhound who came with the name Odin. So when I was doing the character art for these special editions I'm running a Kickstarter for right now, I actually send in pictures of my Irish wolfhound. So he is actually now in the book himself.
That's
awesome. We have 2
Oh,
dogs,
that's
an Irish and a
awesome.
husky.
Oh, well,
Aw.
I mean, you didn't pick small dogs, that's for sure.
No small dogs at the moment.
I love Irish Wolfhounds and I love Huskies. I love big dogs because I'm large. So like, I want to be able to hug them and like,
Yes.
grab them and like, when it's a little dog, like don't get me wrong, I love little dogs too. Like I love pugs. Their faces are just amazing. But when it's just different when it's a big dog and I can like grab it. My friend has has Akitas. They're huge.
Well, the funny thing is, both our dogs are smaller than average. So when we got Odin, my husband was joking because we were living in an apartment at the time. He was like, "It's an apartment-sized Irish Wolfhound," because that's a thing.
Well, at least they're not as big as they like. Yeah, like, have you ever seen like the artist depictions of the way the Irish Wolfhounds used to look, like how big they were back in the Celtic day? Yeah, they were huge.
Oh, yeah.
They were like bigger than Great Danes.
They were bred to pull off Roman charioteers.
Oh,
Was the original history, and then they turned to hunt big game like wolves.
Yeah, that's I love that they use them to take out the Romans. Anything to kill the Romans, I'd be happy.
The big war dogs.
Oh yeah, that's wonderful. And I shared the link to your Kickstarter in chat, and it's the link for anyone watching later is in the description of the video. So what is the Kickstarter for? Like, what are you? Yeah.
So what I've done is my series, The Guardian Speaker, are like I said, novellas. They're dark Viking fantasy, and I took all 16 of them and compiled them into 2 special edition omnibuses. So I have, it's my first time I've ever had dust cover. So we have dust covered sprayed edges.
Nice. I love those edges.
Those are gorgeous.
They have iridescent foiling that ties into the theme. So I don't know if it's catching all the colors right now.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Colored end papers and
gorgeous
character art throughout. So it's a big project. And since I launched on Tuesday and of last week, so it's almost a week now, but was hit that first threshold of funding in 5 hours. And so we're already gotten through the first, what they call stretch goal, which means we get to add things now to the book. So they're going to get ribbon bookmarks embedded in them too as well. So it's a fun project, and I'm really excited. I've never had special editions before, so I really think this one's going to be fun. And like I said, it's a deep dive and Norse mythology, if you like that dark fantasy. It is gritty. I'm sorry if you lose a character or a lot. Pre-warning. But yes, it was a fun project to work with. And the also fun thing is through the campaign, just because I know not everybody likes physical books, I do, but there are ebooks and audiobooks available. The audiobooks are narrated by an actor who was actually on the TV show The Vikings. He played Athelstan, the monk turned warrior priest in that series. So he's the narrator of that series.
That's so cool. I remember which character that was. I watched it like a while ago.
It's
okay.
Moment.
I'll throw a picture of him back on up on screen in a second here. I just looked him up. I remember as soon as I saw his face. I did really enjoy. Yeah, see how Rosa goes.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that show a lot. So the well, don't worry. Like, money is tight, but if you, if you want to, you could also just, like, oh, I want to support this project, throw $1 at it. Just
that's true.
Or just share it on social media.
Or just reshare it. Yeah,
that also helps.
Just share it.
Yeah. We the one thing that I will say about our audience is that as Wheel of Time fans, like at our core is what Dragon Mount is about. We're readers, and we like books. So I always.
The longer the series, the better. Really.
True. When you said 16 books, I was like, yeah. But then I remember I was like, oh, novellas. So they're
novellas. Sorry.
Yeah.
I know, okay. not as big as Robert Jordan or Brandon Sanderson, but
that's okay.
It's still good big. But as people, I'm sure you've talked about it since the Wheel of Time thing, that Jordan Con, since it's the Wheel of Time Con here, is going to have Sanderson coming through this coming year. So that's
very exciting. I did guest services at Jordan Con for 14 years, and I've been to all of them except for this past year's one. He used to come every year, like in the beginning. Like he came for like the first 4 or 5, and then that was when he got big. Like before that, actually, I think I still have a picture in here from like Jordan Con 2 with Brandon. Where is it? Yeah, it's him he's holding my hammer.
I love this.
Ooh.
You can't really see the hammer there, but it's because it was a candid picture someone took. But like that's baby Brandon. Like that was pre-suit jacket Brandon.
He does look so young.
I know. And no beard now too. That was for those who have read Wheel of Time. It's Perrin's hammer from the end of the series. It's hanging on my wall over there. But
That's fantastic.
I was, as soon as I read the last book, I was like, I need that. And I contacted a blacksmith and was like, make this for me.
Ooh.
Surprisingly,
I was like, it's pretty heavy too, right? Like it's
70 pounds. Yeah. It's like 1/4-inch steel. So it's hollow, but it's still 1/4-inch steel that's 4.5 feet tall. So it's big.
Well, I have seen people come out with workout systems where they take war hammers or war axes and they swing them around, and it's your exercise. So there you go. With 70 pounds,
Oh yeah. When I used it, I wore it. I had it for a costume, and for like the few months before that, I just walked around with it on my back, like I had a thing for it. So I walked around with it, and then also like did like workouts with it so that I could hand it to people like straight with my arms straight, not like shaking, and just hand it to them and then go clunk hit the ground. But yeah, anyway. And its name, I forgot, Mahela or something like that is the name of the hammer. It's like, I forgot. It's like a play on Mjolnir. For Thor's hammer and shit. But anyway, that's the Kickstarter. Those books are so gorgeous. I love the inlay on the cover is so cool. So how does that work? So you had 16 novellas. So let's grab that picture again. You had the 16 novellas, and then you combine them into your and this is so it's not 4 books, just for everyone's thing. Like that's with the dust cover and without the dust cover for each book. So we get to see the pretty art on it.
Yes.
How did you decide like the book covers, because you had 16 book cover art?
My original book cover art, because they were what they call in the writing world, they were rapid release novellas, so I was releasing about 4 a year.
Okay.
And so the original art was very, very different. It focused on a rune, and that kind of related to the story, and the color between the novellas kind of shifted, so if you put them all together, it looked almost like a rainbow flowing. But what I wanted to do for this project is lean into these kind of more action scenes. So the second book, I don't know how well you can see, but you have 3 of my characters, and there's a bunch of the undead around them, which in Norse mythology, they're called Draugr. So they're going through a forest with Draugr going after them. And in the first book, you'll see one of the other characters on the long ship with Jormungandr rising.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I knew that one.
Yeah. So
thank you, God of War.
See, there you go. And so I wanted some action scenes because I think those are really neat, at least for me. But a lot of people are leaning into these more symbolic there, I should say, covers. So that's what I did for the iridescent, where I put the runes of each respective book, still tucked them in there, but I did a war shield and Yggdrasil, for
that's
the other one. So it kind of ties into all that.
So you kind of did incorporate the cover art of the other ones, because the other ones were, I'm guessing, are they just the rune? Like,
yes, pretty much. Just, it was very minimalistic, and so this one's obviously a lot flashier. But depending pretty on what you like, be it the really cool epic scenes, or if you're drawn to pretty shiny things, I got you covered.
Yeah, that's cool. It's really nice. So who did you are you also secretly an artist, or did you hire an artist to do those as well?
A little bit of A, a little bit of B. So I am an artist, but I'm a pet portraiture artist. So nothing like this.
That's awesome.
So I actually worked with 3 different artists for the various pieces of art throughout the book, because, like I said, there was interior art and the exterior stuff as well. And so I, decided, you're a great artist. I really want you to try to do my first map, which is Yggdrasil, the world tree, and the 9 realms, which you can't see in the micro size, but each of the little windows, if you could, on the digital version, zoom in and zoom in and zoom in, and you can actually look into these worlds. It's just absolutely wild.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I don't know if I can
really
find
cool.
it quick enough, but
it's all right. We got time.
I have one artist who does the actual renditions of the characters, and they're very moody, black and white, kind of pen and ink drawings, and they're
I love
absolutely
those.
gorgeous. So you would think at this point I would remember which page.
Of course.
Of course.
No, numbers on a page. Forget about it.
Yeah,
My
again,
brain
I
will
don't know if
never
you can
get
see,
those.
but so what she
Oh,
did
yeah.
was each of the characters, and then their animal ship guardian spirits are tucked behind them. So
That's cool.
kind of renditions, but 3 different artists for 9 pieces of art for these special editions, and then I was the one who designed the sprayed edge patterning and the actual iridescent covers.
We do love a good zoom and enhance in this fandom. That's true.
Yes.
The amount of zooming and breaking down
Frame by frame,
frame, every shot of the
second.
Wheel of Time
Yeah.
was a thing.
Well, it's
It was
so
fun.
neat to see all the little things people tuck in the sides of everything.
Yeah, like especially if you have fans of yours that have read your series, that read this series prior, they'll be the ones that catch those runes on that front page being the same as the runes from your original book. And that kind of thing is so fun. I as a fan of books and things like that, and TV and video games and comics, I love seeing those little nods to
or as I was watching a show, I'm not going to name it because I don't want to spoil this particular scene for someone else.
Okay.
I was watching one of the shows. I've been watching multiple simultaneously, and there's a scene where it's a very serious conversation between 2 people up front, and then the most ridiculous stuff are happening in the background to the point that we had to pause, rewind, zoom in, pause, rewind, try this again. Different.
Yeah. You know what did that really well recently? The new Superman. There's that scene where he and Lois are sitting in the apartment. He's taking his boot off, but in the background, the Justice Gang is fighting like a gigantic tentacle alien, and you see lightning bolts and energy beams shooting around, and this giant alien flipping around. And Lois is like, "Shouldn't you go handle that?" And he's like, "No, they got it."
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't
they
have
just
to be there for
It's
everything.
fine.
Exactly. I do love that type of bit, but that's a perfect. Oh yeah, yes, thank you, Norman Garden. It was a celestial imp that they were fighting, which, by the way, for those who haven't watched Peacemaker season 2, I mean, you should, but the celestial imps are brought up again in Peacemaker season 2, which was interesting, and Peacemaker having sex with one, which is not surprising. But this is a perfect segue for what are we watching right now. So what is something that, so what we've been doing is just really what had happened is I started watching, I've been watching other stuff, and I'm like, I want to talk about it. So I'm like, we'll do a thing in the beginning where we talk about other stuff too, so I could talk about other TV shows and movies. So what is something that you guys have watched, Crystal, in the past, week or so or whatever? And then, what's something that, Catherine, that you are watching currently or have recently rewatched or watched for the first time?
Name a bunch.
Yeah. Well, just whatever pops into your mind. If you want to name more than one, that's cool too.
Well, I guess, do you want to go first, Crystal?
No. Yeah. If
No,
Crystal
go
wants to
ahead. Seriously, it's fine.
Okay, so there are 3 I'll quickly name.
Sure.
One that I just finished was the 2nd season of Sandman, because it was a nice little story arc.
Yeah.
Then right now I'm kind of splitting my time for 2 of the things I'm watching is the 2nd season of the Interview with the Vampire show, and then the It Welcome to Derry, which has been wild. Yeah.
So good. I binged. So you're watching Interview with the Vampire. The show,
yes.
The new show. Okay. So yeah, I freaking loved that show. I watched the first episode and was like, oh my, and then just binged the whole thing. I was just
I love that.
So good. And Welcome to Derry, and no spoilers because it is, and
please
the
don't.
fourth,
That's on my list.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely not. The only thing I want to say is, though, and I think I said this before, but I want to reiterate it, is, man, they were really brave in the first episode.
Yes.
Yes.
That was the most unique and the most unexpected pilot that I've seen in a long time.
Oh yeah, they broke a golden rule that you don't break in horror movies, and they did it multiple times, many times. But yeah, so maybe we'll talk about that like a little later. Before we end Agatha, we could maybe talk about the first episode a little bit. Or maybe we'll Welcome to Derry's a little too
It's
adult
harsh.
maybe for this. Yeah, I don't know if we could show a lot of the images from that. I think we were stretching our bounds with the images that we could show last week when we were talking about Frankenstein, like the Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein.
That
was a great one.
Oh yeah, but the Welcome to Derry is great. I watched today's episode that dropped. I really, really am enjoying it. I liked the new It movies, but not as much as this show. This show is so good.
I will just say I was very happy that they brought that actor back, Skarsgård back.
Skarsgård, yeah, not Bill.
It is Bill. This one
is it Bill? Okay. What's Alexander is the one from True Blood.
And then.
Everything else.
Gustav was Floki, and
and Stellan is the dad.
Yeah,
the whole family. Yeah, the whole fucking family, man, and they're all gorgeous, all of them. Even Bill, who is like legitimately creepy looking, still is really good looking. Oh, thank you, Rapunzel. Yeah. So Erin is going to share the link. That's a great opportunity before we talk about the shows that we watched. Erin will share the link to our watch party, which is just a link to our Discord. So if you're already in a member of our Discord, you can go there and you'll find the instructions on how to join our watch party on Discord. But Erin will share that in chat for everybody in a minute or two. And then also I will queue up. Where's my clock? So many windows. There it is. I'll queue up the timer on my screen. So if you don't want to join Discord and watch that way and you want to watch on your own, you can align the timer that I'll have set here on the show. So I'll start the show and then the timer, and you guys will be able to follow along either way you want. Oh yeah. The fucking there's Noman Garden got the share. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, the Del Toro Frankenstein was just amazing.
It was excellent.
So
I watched it again last week. It's so good.
Yeah, I watched it a couple of times. Like for me, it's became one of those movies that I could put on in the background because I really just like the scenes with the creature. But we talked about that last week. Crystal, what have you watched recently?
Okay, so I made it through nothing super exciting. Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2. I'm still going through Marvel, but I'm trying to get Alex into Star Wars even more before we go to Disney. We're like 60 some odd days from Disney.
Ooh,
so I don't want him to be...
I get to see you.
I know, very soon. And we made it through Revenge of the Sith, which is pretty impressive because a 4-year-old can't do anything for very long. Yeah. So nothing super exciting, but he is finally into it to the point where when we were pulling out Christmas decorations, he was like, ooh, C-3PO instead of the gold guy. He's forever been the gold guy. So
I love it. I love it. The remind me when we're done, there's a couple of shows on Disney Plus that are really good. I forgot the name of them, but they're like Disney Kids Star Wars shows, but they're actually really good and fun.
He watches Young Jedi Academy. That's one that he likes.
That's one of them. That's one of them.
Yeah,
there's another one where it's like a ragtag group of people that like live in like a floating city and they race some sort of thing. It's like pod racing, but not pod. I forgot what it is.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's I think my niece was like, she was excited that she watched Star Wars and she was like, oh, look at this show. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, it's cute. I watched, the episodes. I was like, yeah, it's cute. It's definitely for like little kids though. It's like, where like Clone Wars and Rebels and Bad Batch and stuff like that are good shows. Like, not that that's not a good show, but like they're shows that adults can watch and find entertainment. And the other ones are very much for like little kids. Like they feel like like you would see it on like Nick Jr. in the morning, like Blue's Clues type thing.
Oh God.
Yes, Alex is the name of the Padawan in that show.
Tom, I've also promised him that, anybody that scares him, you can kick their ass. So
yes, that's
you're
true.
so big, you're gonna scare them away.
Absolutely. I will chase all of them away with my Wookiee roars. I always do it whenever I see Chewbacca at Disney because he responds like to them.
That's fantastic.
Oh, it's so great. And when people do it badly, he just looks at them and goes. It's so it's so fun to do it when you're there. Like the people that do the acting, we were talking about this earlier too, like that are there really enjoy what they're doing. Like I would murder to be able to be one of the stormtroopers with the nonsense that they do, like around the parks, messing with people. Oh my God.
Dream.
Oh, it'd be so much fun. So anyway, the show that I watched recently, which I will preempt this with, it was on Netflix and it was really good. So it got canceled. But the series, I mean the seasons that are available still are just so good. Like I really, especially the first season, especially the second season, I read into it a little bit. They knew they were getting canceled, so they kind of rushed some of the story to get it out, which is evident when you watch it. Like I started watching, and I was like, man, the writing really fell off. And I looked it up. I was like, it's the same writer. And after looking it up a little bit, they knew they were getting canceled, so they kind of
well, at least maybe at least they knew. So then they could, give us some sort of conclusion.
There, so I'll be hidden behind the thing. So it's The Lazarus Project. So good. I really enjoyed it. The acting is great. There's no big names in it or anything. Everyone's like they're all smaller British actors. A handful of stuff, but mostly British actors. It's been out for a few years now, so like I don't feel like it's a spoiler. I mean, it's also the entire premise of the show. So like if you've seen any trailer for it, you know this. But they do a really good job in the first episode not giving away what the plot is until like halfway through the episode. But like I said, it's been out for 2 years at this point, or 3 years at this point, and it's in the trailer. But the premise is the government have they found a singularity in space, and we don't know how it works. They can activate it somehow or do something to it. And basically there's the way they do, I love the way they explain the science. They don't.
Okay.
It's my favorite. So like they very vaguely and like with a thin veneer of science over just like, don't worry about it. You would like half of the time they go, you wouldn't, are you a physicist? You won't understand anyway. So like, that is how they explain it sometimes, is like a character will be like, what was your job before you started doing this? Oh, you were a teacher? What kind of teacher?
Yeah.
Oh, an art teacher? Okay. Don't worry. You won't understand anything that happens anyway. But basically like, the Earth on July 1st passed through some sort of spot that's like a singularity. And when they activate it, it makes the Earth reset to that point on July 1st every year. So after July 1st, the last year is lost, but they can reset to July 1st theoretically infinite amount of times. And the premise of the show is they are saving the world from like world-ending apocalypse events. And they remember when they reset, but no one else remembers. Except for like an infinitesimal small amount of the population that they call mutants that are born with a gene that allows them to remember. And that is the main character of the show. So the main character of the show is just a random dude that one day starts having a Groundhog Day experience. Like he starts to relive the same 6 months over.
That is my worst nightmare.
And over and over and over again until he starts to lose his mind, and the group through the things that he starts to do, the group realizes that he probably is one of those people that can see it, and they go and
maybe we should
him.
like come in and like give him a like, hey, it's not just you.
Yeah, like don't worry, you're okay. You're not crazy.
Breathe.
Yeah, it's basically Hinder Snap in space. That's true. If you're not a Wheel of Time 100%. fan, they have basically like a Groundhog Day reset in this one town because reality is fucked up. But it's a really fun show, and they even make like tongue-in-cheek, self-deprecating references about. Like they're like when they're trying to explain it to another new person, they're like, "Have you ever seen Groundhog Day? It's like that." That's literally
wow.
It's so funny. Yeah, there's a lot of funny little bits like that, and like I said, the writing is just the way they explain the science is just it's perfect. They just a little sprinkle of actual science, and then just you wouldn't understand the rest.
Which is probably accurate, so that's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, if you're gonna I suggest people watch it because it's really fun and it's well acted and well written. But again, it did get canceled. So, and I haven't gotten to the end of season 2 yet, but apparently it ends on a cliffhanger
Ah,
because they were trying to they were going to try to force the studio to keep going or hope it got picked back up. But it's been over a year now and it didn't get picked back up. But that doesn't mean it's like the Expanse got picked up way later too. So we'll see.
that's true. That's true.
All right. That was a good amount of stalling for people to get ready to watch the show. So again, we'll share the link in chats again in a second here once this catches up to our folks in chat that help us out. Thank you, everybody that helps us out. And we'll get going on the episode. So I want to bring up a couple of things from this episode real quick before we watch it, because some of the stuff is like blink and you'll miss it. So I don't want to try to like bring it up during the episode and miss out on it. One of the really cool things I think they did was a bunch of the there's like 3 or 4 in this episode, but then I went back and picked up a few from the other episodes. So when they made the characters in the past episodes look like their tarot card counterparts in the show. Okay. So here's Jen. And so on the right, the tarot card pull, that's from this episode. And that image on the left is from episode 3. When they're in the like Martha's Vineyard house, that's like her house, the one that's represented her. And then there's this one, which is also from this episode. That's Lila or Layla or Lilia, as she's a child learning from her, I'm guessing grandmother or great grandmother or whoever, to read tea leaves, but like exact description. That's the Queen of Cups, so it's like almost exactly the same. Then the only thing I could find for this one was this, but if you look at the picture on the tarot card, we got Jen as the pink witch, and then the blue witch, which is, I forgot. That's who's the blue witch? Red witch is Alice. Yellow witch is Layla. Green witch is Rio or Death or Aubrey Plaza. The purple one that's just across from the yellow one is Teen. Teen is blue. Haha. The Billy Maximoff. But like, we have the different, all of them are in that image. And then we have the same 3 of Pentacles image on the eviction notice that she had again from episode like 2 or 3. And then there's one of Agatha that was really good. Here it is. Again, this one from Agatha is from the last episode that we watched. And then 3 of Swords, which is also Agatha there. And I think that was all of the tarot cards. Yeah. What was this one that I have? I can't see. Oh, yeah, no, there it is. Death. I knew there was another one. Yeah. Ooh. And she's got the black heart in one hand and the dagger. She's doing the exact pose. That's fantastic. I love this shot of her too. And of course they left Aubrey Plaza's eyes because we had they're the creepiest and awesomest part of her. I feel like she could do so much with just her face acting. It's amazing.
Sure.
The other one, where is it? Oh, I showed you guys this before before we went live. So at the end of the episode, the Salem 7 attack, and just before they attack, and I'll point it out when it happens, they sneak into the room in their animal forms. And when the rat comes in the room, it crawls across a bookshelf in front of a bunch of books. And all of these books are real books. I zoomed in on them. If you want to, I could share the picture in Discord later after the show. They're all real books, mostly philosophy books, mostly like German or Roman or Latin names that are incredibly hard to pronounce, except one. This one on the right. It's a little hard to read. I did some touch-ups on it, and it says, "Beyond the cleavage, Raquel Welch," which is Raquel Welch's autobiography, Beyond the Cleavage. Why? Why is
this is fantastic?
I don't know. Freaking ridiculous. This
so funny.
Little nonsense that they slide into these shows is just so much fun. Last week we
I
noticed.
would be curious, like the story behind that. Why
Yeah,
that?
why is it there?
Why did that
Why
make
is
that in
that
there?
book? Why is it there?
And it's not even just that the book is there.
It's leather.
It's the props department had to make that.
Yeah.
They had to go to the props department. It was like, all right, we want this book, that book, this book. All right, those are easy. We could just find those books. Wait, what do you want? You want Raquel Welch's autobiography, leather bound on the show? Why? Don't worry about it. Okay. Yeah, the set designers are just I like it's a whole nother aspect to TV that just I've loved really diving into over the past like 5 or 6 years that I really started to like pick apart TV shows when we were doing like Wheel of Time and stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of fun little things like that in there. The other one was there's some Latin, so I figured we could translate that right off the bat. The side of the table that is the table that Lilia is sitting at when she's learning the tea leaves as a child is a Latin phrase. I'm not even going to try to say it, but it means be as swift. I forgot the T in swift. Be as swift as the wind in your sails or on your ship. Like it doesn't translate directly to that. The direct translation is like be as swift as your ship on the wind, but the word that is ship is also sails. So it's like when I tried to translate it, it was like it could mean either of these things. I found that fun. Latin is always weird like that. Very much like the old tongue in the Wheel of Time. And I think that was all of the like blink and you'll miss it stuff. Oh no, there's one more. I hate that these images are so small on this screen. It makes it hard to see like what I'm clicking on. Nope, it's not that one. Oh, Westview Metro. When Lilia and Jen are given like the option to leave or go into the test, there's a train there, and I zoomed in on it, and it's WV Metro, but it's Westview Metro, which I thought was fun. Oh, I missed one tarot card actually. That one. So this was like 2 or 3 episodes ago when we were doing our 80s clothes, but this is the only reference I could think of for Alice. Like, it is obviously the Red Witch because there's red everywhere, but I didn't see anything that was very obviously her except this. Like she's in the exact same pose as this tarot card is the only thing I could think of. And then the other one I also showed you guys, the second sword that falls from the ceiling when they're doing their test is, or I think at least, it looks a lot like the Conan the Barbarian sword. So on the left-hand side, you could see Catherine Hahn there on the floor in her Wicked Witch costume. But the sword in the background there looks a lot like that sword on the right, which is Conan the Barbarian sword from the 1984 or 85 or whatever it is movie. So those are the few blink and you'll miss it things that I saw when I was picking through this episode that I thought was fun. So, all right, here we go. Let's press play on this show so we can get to watching. Thankfully, these episodes are only like 34, 35 minutes long. 1981. Thanks, Winter's Lady. 1981. It
allows more time for nonsense, which is nice.
That's true. It does allow, because I need that. Because I'm bad at keeping track of time. All right, here we go. I will start the timer. I got that lined up and the show. So for those, if you're in the watch party, you don't have to do anything. It'll just start playing. You might have to adjust the volume if you want to play with the volume, but that's you can do that independently of us. So feel free to do that. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and play. Should be playing for everybody. And the time is lined up. Perfect. Yay. Okay. I have the subtitles are on. We're not skipping any recaps or anything like that. So if you're following along with the timer, don't skip the recaps.
Oh, so creepy.
I know. They did a great job. Well, one of the other things they did a really good job with in this episode is the callbacks. I mean, this is a Layla or Lilia or whatever episode, but all of the callbacks to her outbursts from earlier in the series. I mentioned it before, but for Catherine, for your sake, one of the things I really like that they did in this is that in a lot of TV shows and movies, when they do like a flashback at the end and like show you stuff that happened earlier in the show or movie, and like now you have a piece of information that you can see in a different light there, they'll add something into those scenes when they do the flashbacks to make it make sense for later. So like in the Wheel of Time, when in the first season, when you find out Rand is the dragon at the end, they go back to prior moments in the show and show him channeling. But they actually show the channeling happen when they do the flashbacks. But if you go back and watch those episodes in those moments, the things that they show you aren't on screen. They don't, they didn't happen like that we saw. It's like you're seeing it from another angle or whatever. So you get to see the different stuff. In this, they actually, like all of the things that she actually shouted out those things randomly back in those episodes when they happened. But now we have the context for them because they're doing the flashbacks here. So I like that they did that.
I do remember her doing that and catching that. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. And then if you put them all together, somebody cut them all together. It says she ends up, and they put it, actually, so someone didn't do it. They do it in the show. It says, like something, I really love you guys. Oh yeah. The don't save Agatha was good. Yeah. When she was shouting for Alice, don't save Agatha because you'll die, which she did. But, the don't got cut off at one part when they were in Jen's house in the Martha's Vineyard house. And she just goes, save Agatha. And Agatha's like, I like that one. That one was good. Yeah, they're all fun like that. Oh, okay. There was another blink and you'll miss it one from the beginning here, but it's hard to see on this tiny little image. Oh, here it is. So on the back, I was watching an interview with the costume designer for this. It's hard to see, but on the top left of that lightened square is the Scarlet Witch's crown.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. He said he sewed it into the back, just under the neck of his sweater that he wears. So I went and pulled up this image and froze it, and I brightened up that spot, but it's still really hard to see. You can kind of see two eyes, a little like a face, but the top part is a crown, according to the costume designer. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. And so, Catherine, you had said that you watched this when it first came out. What did how connected to the greater MCU are you? Like, are you a huge Marvel fan? Do you just watch them like whatever floats your boat, or?
A moderate Marvel fan. I was following at least the movies and the shows for a while, but then life got in the way and they started producing multiple at the same time. So I know I'm out of order and behind on some stuff, but I did watch WandaVision and, up through the big story arc for the original cast of Marvel. So I am tied into a lot of the characters.
That's okay. Cool. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Rapunzel. She said, I've been having my Zoom enhanced withdrawals. So the last couple, if you've watched the last few episodes, I've been doing that a bunch because I started enjoying, like, I was like, all right, I really enjoy doing this shit. So now I've been picking it apart again.
It's great when you can find the little details that so many people miss, but then all of a sudden you're like, that makes it that much more impactful.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. There was another one too that I forgot. But I forgot to edit the clip. So for those watching at home, later, if you go back to the beginning of the episode, Agatha is walking and the path that they're walking on is littered with leaves like it has been for the whole series. But this episode is the first episode where all of the leaves are yellow.
Yeah.
Like the yellow brick road. And when she's walking on it, she's got her hands clasped behind her back. And when she takes a step, she takes like a big step to the left, and then a big step to the right, and then a big step to the left. And if you go back and watch, that sparked a memory in my head. I haven't watched The Wizard of Oz in forever, but there's a scene in The Wizard of Oz where all of the characters are walking like that with their hands clasped behind their back and taking the big steps. And I was like, ah! They little things like that. I'm just like, I love it. I love when they sneak things in there like that. It makes me, I don't know.
See, now I'm looking at all these swords and I want them to be from other movies.
Yeah, I know. I tried. I couldn't. Well, actually, so the ceiling, as you can see right now, in and of itself, kind of is from another movie. Does anyone like do you have any? It's a little. It's not really a deep cut. It's a little, maybe a stretch. Maybe a little bit of a stretch. Hold on. Let me pull up.
I was going to say, do you have a picture of the ceiling?
I do. I want to see if anyone in chat gets it. Of course. Yeah, of course. I just want to see if anyone in chat can guess.
There's
like it's
your sword.
Yep, there it is. Specifically the ceiling, though. It's specifically just the ceiling. It makes me think of a specific movie from our, I'll give you a hint. It's from our youth, the movie.
Okay.
Our youth. I don't know about you guys at home.
We're talking 90s? What are we? 80s?
Early 90s, late 80s.
Okay.
I'll give you guys another clue. Short round.
Oh, okay. I do love. Okay. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Catherine's got it. You can guess. You can say it.
I was gonna say short round from not Raiders. What's the second one?
Temple
of Doom.
Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones. Yeah, it's a lot like the trap that they're in Indiana Jones with the spikes that's coming down from the ceiling. Especially because the ceiling actually does lower in one scene, like right here, actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it looks like that the ceiling as it's lowering in Indiana Jones. That's made me think of that, at least. Since my brain was already like in the looking for shit mode.
Interject. It also with the yellow also reflects to the idea of roads, the yellow brick roads behind them.
Yep. And Jen's, if you look behind her, hers like is more linear, like it's straighter. And then her behind her and a lot of the shots chaotic and spread out and stuff. Like is a because it's also yellow. She's the yellow witch. So there's a lot of little nuances with that. I love they do. And then at the end of the episode, actually, when the door opens and they go to leave, do I have the clip of that? No, I don't. But we'll see it at the end. When the door opens, those veins are still there, like in the wall, but they're all green now. For the green witch, which is, Aubrey Plaza, aka Death. Oh yeah, I guess they could be palm reading lines too. That's a really good Rapunzel. See, this is why I always say I love your brain. That's a really, she does read their palms in the first, when we first see her is one of the so that's a really good point. I did not think of that. I love that. Yeah, Alice, don't try to save Agatha. Yeah, I love this plan. Save Agatha. And if you go back and look at that episode, she says that in that moment. That is how Agatha reacts. It's not like they went and reshot those episodes and didn't do the same lines. They did. They did reshoot those scenes a little because they added like her like having like a realization of what's happening in the moment. But those lines are still there and the scenes are still happening. I love it. I also have Lilia is like one of my favorite character kind of in the show because her and I are both Sicilian, so I like that
connection.
Oh yeah. I'm just surprised she didn't mention pasta one time in this entire fucking show. She didn't talk about making a sauce or a gravy, depending on what you call it. Nothing. Do you have a favored, Catherine, like if you had to be one of the witches from this, like with their power set, where like we have the red witch or the blood witch with Alice, she was more of like an evocation, like defense attack. She could do like, kind of spells. Then we have the the future seeing truth teller type one, and
never
the green witch, which is over life and death.
See, since I love anything to do with nature and the outdoors, I would almost automatically go to the Green Witch, though the counter aspect of it with the death is always a little more concerning
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
is balanced. But I definitely do not want to see the future. That is not
That is
that's not
yeah,
something I want.
same. 100% would not do that.
Give me anything else, but that is like that and death is the hard thing. So like I don't know if I could do this.
I 100% agree. And I also like my current complexion notwithstanding gravitated toward the Green Witch also. Like I was like, that would be like, even though, and one of the things, especially in this episode, dives into it a bunch too. Death isn't something to be feared here. Like the way they depict it here is like, her path is death. That is like Lilia's thing. When she's pulling the tarot cards later at the end of the episode for herself, it's her, the way that the cards are positioned, which I have a little diagram for. The Traveler is the first card you place, and then you place the others in order around. But the last card you place is on top of the Traveler, which is the destination. And when she places the destination for herself, it is death. So we know that she's going to die, even though we don't see her body. We don't see a body. So we don't know for sure.
In a lot of lore, death is not necessary. I think it's only more modern where death became evil, because there's a lot of belief system and lore where death is just part of a life cycle, and it's just the next stage. And the gods or goddesses or the rulers of those realms weren't evil; they just were.
Even
go back to the Sandman series.
Exactly.
Not evil, just they are.
Yeah. You may think of them as like a dick, maybe a little bit, because they don't have the same empathy that you do, like, as people do. And that's only because we're ephemeral and they're not. But, they have a job to do. And the other little tidbit about death, I saw Katharine Hahn mention when she was in an interview with Aubrey Plaza, Rio Vidal, which is her character, like the pseudonym that she goes by in this to the other witches. In Spanish, like Spain, España, Spanish, means river of life. Which kind of makes me think river Styx, like a little maybe kind of, I don't know. But, that just her name being that makes me think like Marvel is trying to
if it's
also paint that picture.
Well, if it's a river of life, the river flows only in one way. That would be towards death. I mean, life goes only one way. Exactly.
See, another great, beautiful, wrinkly brain in there for you. I love it. Obviously also, they're all different characters from different witch characters from Disney properties, because obviously Disney Plus. You like, I don't know if you did it on purpose. Were you doing like a Glenda-esque?
I am.
I love it.
I saw your memo and I was like, well, my costume bin is in the basement that's getting rented, so I can't reach it. So I was like, what do I have that's pink in my closet? Let's throw it all together.
Well, hey, listen, this is I love closet cosplays. Yeah. Cosplays. Those were Nomen Garden said last week. Yeah, that was Nomen Garden last week. I won't take credit. But I love that. I love it. You look great. But the Jen is obviously she is the evil queen when she's in her old lady form. And Lilia there is Glenda, which I really love that they did that. And here you go again, seeing her go, like, she randomly did that in that scene. If you go back to episode 2, she's doing that in that scene. Also, every time, I don't know if it's poignant, maybe you guys will catch it, and I didn't catch the meaning of it. Every time we leave this thing with her and her mentor, we go back to Lilia and Jen in below the tree, like with all the roots and stuff. Like it goes from this to that. We see this scene 3 times, and all 3 times the next scene we go to is Lilia with Jen in that spot. I don't know. Like I was trying to think of something that was like significant with that, and I couldn't figure anything out. Oh, no, she's going to the TV. I was going to say we're about to get another co-host, but she went to her bed that's in the window behind my computer. We usually have a cat cam for, let's see, did I have it hooked up right? Yeah, that's the cat cam, but it is empty right now. There's like I have a little bed that's like sitting on my clamped to my desk that she sleeps in, but
cute.
She is not. She's in her window seat staring at me like, who the fuck are you? You look different.
You look different. I don't know.
Yeah. I have liked this show from the beginning. It felt, I don't know, this episode really though made me go back and rewatch all of the episodes when I first watched it.
I mean, it does link a lot of stuff together.
Mm-hmm. I think in the back half of the season, it's probably one of the better episodes. The first 4 and 5 are so strong. Yeah, 6 kind of was a little bit slower for me. I like the story, but this brings it back. This was such a good episode.
No. I also love, okay. There's another one right there. I love that shot of the bookcase made me think of another movie. Well, I won't make you guys guess.
I'm just going to say I would want to just like walk through a bookcase one day.
I know.
Right? Oh my God.
Let me do it, please. I want a Murphy door bookcase.
Yep.
It has been my dream for a long time to make a hidden door in our house. Erin is also 100% down for it. So
yes.
Where is these fucking images are so small. Maybe I'll just make them huge and then I can see them. Even though I can't.
Oh, so wait. Okay, interesting.
Here it is. Okay, sorry. Here it is.
So the table that's spinning around there, it's spinning is the zodiac signs.
Yes, I had that too.
Yeah.
Ooh. The all the symbols that are on it. Let me pull it up, and then you can call it out again. Thank you for bringing that up because I completely forgot about it.
It's okay. I was just like, I'm watching it. I was like, those look familiar.
Great catch. It was a great catch. I had. Oh, okay. We'll just use this one. I had a better image of it, but it doesn't matter. We'll just use this one. You could see them in this one. The zodiac symbols are around the edge there, and then the phases of the moon are in the middle of the table.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I love it. That was a good catch, though. Thank you. Now you can see it even better now. So good. But yeah, so the bookcase made me think of Interstellar, the scene from Interstellar.
Oh, fun, yeah.
It's specifically the light coming through the bookcase is what did it for me. I don't know if they were doing a nod to Interstellar when they did that, but that's what it made me think of.
Interstellar plays with kind of time loops and talking to yourself in the past and trying to communicate with people at different stages. So that kind of represents a little bit what's going on here.
Exactly. One thing that I've been paying attention to a lot with TV shows and movies and stuff like that, especially when they do stuff like this episode does, where it's a lot of like random jumping around. I never felt lost. I felt like I was able to follow it pretty well, and they did a good job keeping the references easy to follow, and the editing was just really good. I think whoever edited it. Edited.
It's an odd word.
Yeah, edited.
Well, and I like that you don't even have to be someone who follows like the MCU to love this show.
I'll be right back.
It was the same with Andor. Like you didn't have to be a giant Star Wars fan to watch that show.
I will be right back. 1 second.
Okay. I think one of my favorites. One of my favorite things that I've been just paying more attention to recently is just the architecture in things, and that's something else this show just blows out of the water. But this scene right here actually reminds me a little bit of Frankenstein. When they're at like his lab, like how everything was moss covered and green.
I did. I love old buildings like that have nature on them as well. Like it's not
Well,
just
did
like
you
a
notice
stark.
the window in the last scene? I was like, ooh, I know it's not a door, but I bet Tom likes that window.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I love the architecture. Oh right, I never went back and I need to do that.
Did a doors.
I'm gonna do that. I got to do that.
Episode.
I started. I don't remember which episode of season 3 or 2. I started like really noticing the doors in the background of the Wheel of Time TV show, and I was like, "That doors! I want that door in my house."
To collect all the doors.
It's really hot.
And I started screenshotting all the doors. I got to put a clip together of the greatest doors in the Wheel of Time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The architecture in this is pretty awesome too, though. I would
it's
like
fantastic. Yeah,
it gives very like dark fae type.
Yes, especially in this episode.
Oh yeah, the road is just cool. Like I love the road. The aesthetic of the road is really cool. I'm looking through my notes now to see if I missed anything. This is a little bit of a call back to the beginning of the episode, but one thing I saw someone mention in another thing was Billy is always the one that starts the event. So, you know, he picked up the card off the mantle, he picked up the play me thing and put the record on, he put the Ouija board down, and this one, you actually like it. It's tied exactly to him. Like he picks that tarot card up off the table, and in the foreground of the shot in that I clipped that image out of, the hourglass spins over at that exact moment.
Yes. Well, I think again they're layering those hints heavier and heavier because they are trying to make sure everybody follows that this is
Billy's.
Yes.
This is full spoiler for Agatha, so you can mention it, no problem. The other thing that we pointed out too was in the last week's episode, a lot of the stuff from his bedroom is in a lot of the episodes of the show. We just saw the train station 2 reference there, which is a callback to episode 1. Mrs. Hart says, "Oh, I didn't know this was below Westview. I thought that it was just the old shut down rail stations."
Yeah.
That was my Mrs. Hart. I don't know how
like
it was. I appreciate that. The when Agatha was pretending to be possessed by her was funny. So the thing that I really like about Lila's character arc in this episode too is it seems like maybe, you know how people talk about like your life flashes before your eyes or whatever. Maybe it's like her life is flashing before her eyes, but because she can kind of like manipulate time. And at the end of the episode here, it really seems like she can control it.
Yeah, no, it does.
Maybe she's like gonna relive, like have like flash through her life, but she's gonna relive it.
Yeah.
So maybe, you know, like, or at the very least, she's reliving that moment with her teacher, grandmother, whoever the person is. I assume it's someone from her family.
That would make sense.
And it's just nice for her to like, because you see her when as a child she smiles and it looks like a very knowing smile, like she has some knowledge there. So I love her whole thing. The story's just great. See, they didn't show that picture with Jen though. They did cut to her when they showed that card, but they didn't show that shot from like episode 2 or 3 or whatever it was. And the tower, the inverted tower, by the way, which since they are actually in the tower.
Yep.
Great little, man. Yeah. The way they played with that, this whole episode is a pun.
Yeah.
Basically what
it kind of is.
The whole freaking episode is just a pun. And that's my favorite. We know my feelings on puns, so.
Tom likes a good pun, a bad pun. Doesn't matter.
Okay. There are no bad puns.
There are no bad puns.
There's no bad puns.
I love it. And here.
Mm-hmm.
She also, I don't know if I'm reading too much into this. All of these scenes when she goes back, when they went back, her and Jen got dirtier.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
As they went on instead of cleaner. I don't know if that is, I couldn't think of anything that was a significance of, but it is there. And now we know, like,
so
this
terrifying.
is when they tell the audience she is death.
Mm-hmm.
Death. Perfect. So good. Love it. That crown is awesome too. You mentioned Jordan Con earlier. If anyone goes to Jordan Con, tiaras are a thing at Jordan Con.
Oh, so yes.
I would love to see some Agatha tiaras at Jordan Con. Rio has an awesome one that she's wearing as Death. It's hard to see in that shot, but she's got a really cool one on.
You mean you didn't take the picture and lighten it so we could have?
This view? Is light. Any lighter and it starts to lose. You can't see detail anymore.
So much of the Wheel of Time was dark that Tom would have to take all the photos and lighten them.
Yeah, it was. There were definitely plenty of scenes that like that.
Which is why I love that Sharon Gillam is doing that fashion show with all the costumes, because it's in a beautifully well lit room. So now you can really see the detail on all those costumes.
I really hope that comes here.
Yes. Speaking of, Erin will, or someone in chat, please, because I can't type with these to find it. I want to share the link for the fashion show. Obviously, it's in Prague. If you can't go to Prague, no problem. If you want to still support it and maybe get it to be able to come over here, all you have to do is go on, and you could still buy a ticket. And what they do is Sharon and the people that are helping her run that event are donating those tickets to a local place that helps people with special needs, like, get out and do stuff. So they're bringing them to the thing with those.
We love that here.
Things. Yes. And Sharon actually sent a step-by-step thing on how to do that. And I will post it in chat here in a second. I just have to cut out her phone number.
I can't remember, this is going back to the episode, so I hope I'm not cutting in, but like, the animal choices everybody had in the scene, did they have like any alternate meaning other than just being a little more standard familiars of witches?
I think they were just kind of standard familiars of witches. Like I looked into it, like in the last or a couple episodes ago when we first saw them come out in their animal forms. And the only thing I could find is, like, foxes and crows and bugs and stuff like are common familiars for witches. I feel like it's safe to assume that all of the 7 died here, but we only see
it looks pretty.
Yeah, but we only saw 5 bodies hit the floor.
That's fair.
2 of them, their animal forms can fly.
True.
We have a crow and a cicada. They can both fly. Obviously, they don't come back in this show, like, because we have seen the last 2 episodes, so they're not coming back in this show. But just saying, no bodies on them, and they can fly. Thank you, Erin. Erin shared the link for Sharon's fashion show, and Sharon sent us a message. She said, you choose a Flexi ticket, and then in the email field, you enter flexi@assistance.org, and you just put your own name and phone number in the thing, and you'll get the, it'll go to the right place. You won't have to do anything else for the thing.
Oh, wow.
So that's all you have to do if you want to buy a ticket and donate it to the charity cause to get, help people get to the show that wouldn't normally be able to get to the show.
That's awesome.
The other thing I wanted to point out was for the end of this episode here, the song. Does anyone recognize this song from elsewhere in the MCU? The song is this "Time in a Bottle" by Jim Croce or whatever. It was the song that was playing in the background when, again, Evan Peters was running around the room in Days of Futures Past. He was listening to it on his headphones, and that's the song played over the sound of the room. You know, it was all dulled out because he had the headphones on, and that's what's playing here. And in the last episode, Evan Peters was in it, so that's cool. Or Peter Evans. Evan Peters?
No, Evan Peters.
I had it right.
You had it right. Good job.
I wasn't sure, though. Peter Evans also sounded correct in my head, so.
That's what happens when you have two first names.
That's what I was going to say. It could work both ways.
It's true.
Yep.
And it plays those kinds of names play hell with my Lisdexia. So all right. I'm gonna let this play. I'll let the ending play here for a second so people can listen to the song because it's fun. Whoop, my camera went away. I went to shut off the clock and I shut off my whole camera.
Oh no.
But yes, that is the end of the episode, but we are not done yet. So stick around. We still got a little while left. I really enjoyed this episode. This is probably my favorite episode. It's the highest rated episode.
I was going to say it has so much
is
fun
it?
references and
great references. Great. And then the story of this episode, like it just in general was just good. Like I like what you really kind of saw with Layla was that she wanted the camaraderie of a coven. She was the one that says, you know, I love you guys, or I missed you guys in the beginning. She was really excited about she was like, oh, you missed the champagne. What did she call it? Jen, in the beginning of the episode, she was like, we had a champagne. You missed the champagne toast or whatever. She was like zoned out and she's like, did I miss anything? She's like, yeah, you missed the champagne toast. And she was like, oh, really? Like she was concerned. Like she was like, oh, like, and then she was like, no, of course not. Like they were in the mud. Like they had just crawled out of the mud. And it was just, she seemed genuine. Like, oh, I really wish I was there for that. Yeah. Yeah. I really enjoyed this episode. I don't know why this just popped into my head, Catherine, but how much magic and stuff like that, are there witches or you know, the Nordic equivalent of a female magic user like that? I don't know. Is there a Nordic equivalent of a witch?
Yes. The word for it, I don't know if I can say here because it sounds like something else.
We curse here all the time.
You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like Vitch, right?
Well, actually, the old Nordic for a magic user was called vulva.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like they translated it as a seeress, and they were the ones who could communicate with the spirit world and do prophecy. And it was typically a role females plays because magic was something associated with female, and so that's why.
Freya's the god of magic, isn't she also?
Freya is one of them, but in this world where magic was feminine and they like to split masculine and feminine, Loki was looked down on in many ways because he was a male magic user. With the irony is the only other male magic user is Odin. So it is kind of one of those poor Loki. Odin gets away with it, but yeah, those are the two male ones. But outside of that, using magic was associated as a female thing.
That's cool. I like that. I like that. I like little pieces of lore like that. I went on a kick like, I don't know, 10 years ago or so. It was just like, why do we use the words we use? Where do these things come from? And like just looking where things came from, there's a lot tie back to like Nordic and North European paganism. A lot of it.
Most of Tolkien is all there. Even the names. Gandalf is from Old Norse.
Yep. The name Gandalf specifically, yeah. Yes. Yeah, I forgot. It means something. I forgot what it means.
Gandar is staff and Alfar is elf, so staff.
That's it. Staff, which makes sense for him. Like that's, you know, he was a horse. He gave birth to his own to Odin's.
Female. He was a mare, technically. Yeah. He was a female horse of all things.
And he gave birth to Odin's steed, Sleipnir, the six-legged horse that he rides around. Aha! See, I got some of that. Some of that's still in there, noodling around. Good
job, Tom.
Yep.
There's a lot of fun Nordic pagan things that cross over with Wheel of Time and other books that we've read. Like,
well, I mean, I'm sorry.
no, go. No,
I was gonna say, well, I will admit, I'm reading Wheel of Time for the first time.
That's
so
great.
I just finished 7, so I'm
congratulations!
Oh my gosh!
But from what I've read so far, yes, there is a lot of ties into so many lore. Be it, I mean, obviously you got the Arthurian,
Everything.
but like,
Yeah.
but yeah, you know, Jordan definitely liked to pull in like
Little
just those
tidbits
little factoids and little
sprinkle them
inspiration.
around.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he was great.
That's
He's
exciting.
really
we
good
love
at
a
that.
new reader.
Yeah, we love new readers here. The Wheel of Time community is fabulous about spoiler tags and spoilers and things like that. In the Dragonmount Discord, there's a section for book chats, and like everyone is good about spoilers in there. So if you're interested in like, you know, just sharing your journey, like I would love to just hear your thoughts as you go on the journey of reading the books. Like I love vicariously living through people reading the book for the first time. It's one of my favorite things.
It's so exciting. I don't know why. It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Well, I think 6 is like a very popular book, and please don't let me try to remember which title that was.
Shadow Rising?
It's 5, right? I will.
Fires of Heaven is 6.
Okay, because like I just read the 7th one, and I thought Fires of Heaven was more
Lords
what
of
I've
Chaos.
heard was more popular by people, but I like the 7th one so far the best. But again, that's as far as I've gotten. So
No, it's great. I don't have a specific book that's my favorite. Yes, a lot of people like Shadow Rising and Fires of Heaven like the most out of all of the series. But I honestly don't have a favorite, like personally. The one character I want to point out that thanks.
Good job, Aaron.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Fires of Heaven's 5, Shadow Rising's 4, Lord of Chaos is 6, and then
I was trying to read my bookshelf. I can
I'm like
never.
looking at my bookshelf, Crown of Swords.
I know.
Listen, I don't break it up into separate books. It's one story.
We've
in my
discussed
band.
this after after like book 3. It's all one story. Sorry.
I haven't done a first time reader show in a while, so like I haven't had to like go back and like brush up on like the events that happens sequentially, so I don't spoil things for people. But I promise we won't spoil anything for you. The one thing I do want to point out is so Perrin is actually not. He's based on a god of thunder, but not Thor. He's based on the god of thunder from the Slavic traditions.
It does make sense, actually. Yes.
Whose name is Perun. Once you get to the end of Perrin's story, that will make more sense as well. But there's a lot of fun crossovers there, and I don't know. You know, obviously the Nordic paganism and things like that are very popular in culture right now, but over the last bunch of years they've become even more popularized.
Yeah, there's been a resurgence of interest, I think, in many ways stemming from the TV show that took Vikings a little more seriously in a historical context, not 100%, but treated them like real people, not just the thugs that came over and raided. So that drove, I think, a lot of interest, compiled with, again, Marvel releasing Thor and then having that version of them out there. So I think that spurred a lot of that.
Fair enough. That's that 100% like that makes sense. I mean, like, obviously, especially when the first Thor came out, like, it wasn't really big I feel like in popular culture before that, but getting to see Asgard and Anthony Hopkins. Oh man. Okay. This is a little bit of a deep cut, but I want everyone, if you can, obviously, if you're watching this right now, you probably have Disney Plus because Agatha Along is on there. Go back and watch the first Thor movie. It's in the first 20 minutes of the movie. There's this Anthony Hopkins is the most terrifying man ever. Like, he has to do very little to scare me. But there's a scene when like, because Thor is supposed to be being crowned king of Asgard in that point, and he's like, but he tries to like give orders to go and kill the Jotuns or whatever, and he's like, but I'm king, and Odin turns to him and says, you're not king yet, but like Anthony Hopkins has this like, he changes his voice a little.
Yes.
And he shouts just a little, but he doesn't raise his voice that much.
But
I've never heard. It's specifically like you see people write often. You'll see it in books cutting words, like the words "cut me" or those were cutting words. Like as a descriptor. Oh, Erin already fucking was in my brain. I don't even think I've said that. But yeah, no, it's this is why we're married. I felt like he was yelling at me. Like in the theater, I remember being like, "Ha!" Like it feels like he's yelling. And there's also a scene in Red 2 that he's in where he does that same kind of shout, and it gives me agita a little bit. Like it scares me. But yeah, go back and watch that scene. Just the first 20 minutes of the movie. Just if you want to be like, oh, with Anthony Hopkins because he is legitimately scary. Anyway,
100% agree.
I mean, like he's just such a good actor. Also, if then you want to see like just a really fun thing with Anthony Hopkins, go to the Bird app, and yeah, I don't want to give Elon Musk anything. His Twitter feed is fucking amazing. Anthony Hopkins' Twitter feed is just unhinged, absolute unhinged.
I have not even thought of. I would not have thought to even look him up on the Bird app.
Same. I mean, like I don't remember how I saw it, but like fucking unhinged insanity. Sometimes it'll just be him with the phone like right here going and then that's it. That's the whole video and there's no content. Why? Nothing. Just and then sometimes it's like him playing a beautiful like sonata on the piano with his cat sitting on the piano. Like it's unhinged insanity. And his cat, I forgot his name, was just absolute also craziness. It's probably some like ancient philosopher or something. It's just a weird name. Aaron will put it in chat because I forgot it. But speaking of Anthony Hopkins, which is another reference that I do often, the next part of our show here is the little interview that we threw together that when I started doing it, I wanted to like throw the show back at our guest at the end of the show because, we've gotten so far off from the beginning, talking about the show and other stuff that I want to make sure we throw the spotlight back on you guys. And then I was like, I want to do an interview. And then I was like, thinking of like good interviewers that I have watched. And James Lipton is like, from Niblo, that was it. He did pass away a couple of years ago, which is really sad. Yeah, Niblo is the name of his cat. So when he says it like Niblo. It's just fucking. He's crazy, man, and I love him. But James Lipton had him on the show several times, and on one of his appearances during the interview, he's like, "Do you think you can give us just a little Hannibal Lecter?" And he doesn't do anything. Like he just sits there, and then you as the viewer know the moment that he changes from Anthony Hopkins to Hannibal Lecter. His face doesn't change. I can't describe it to you. You basically just have to try to find a clip of it online, but fucking unsettling as shit.
I was going to say, that's one of those moments where you have that shiver run down your spine and you like slowly ease out the room.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So much. And he was just, amazing at it. He's just fucking an absolute genius actor. And I fucking love him. That's why I'm like trying to get the image ready for next week's show to share next week's show. Like I always do.
Oh, oops.
And it fucking, again, I always forget when I download things from Canva, for some reason, whenever I download an image that I've made, it downloads as an MP4 unless I specifically change it. It's so fucking annoying. So I had to re-upload it real quick.
It may mean that you used at one point something that could have been used as a video, and then all of a sudden now everything's
a fucking video. Even though everything in this one folder is an image, everything's a video. But anyway, before we get to our interview that I stalled for time to explain in depth. I want to show our next week's guest, which is kind of a special guest for specifically because of the book club we recently launched, which if you haven't seen, go and check out on Dragonmount. We have on the Discord, we have a whole section set up for a book club. We're reading currently The Sky on Fire by Jen Lyons, and next week's episode, Jen Lyons is coming to hang out with us. So it's going to be a ton of fun. And no, this does not count as her interview that we're doing with her for the book club. One of the fun things that I thought of when we were thinking of doing a book club was, what book club have you ever been in where at the end of it, you get to do like a Q&A with the author? Mm-hmm. So I was like, let's do that shit. So our Tor is sponsoring it, and this is also a Tor book. It's a standalone book. It's not a series, so you don't have to worry about that. Really fun book. It's a pretty quick read, short-ish. Mm-hmm. She's like Brandon, where when she writes a short novella, it's actually a normal length novel. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we're going to take all of everyone's thoughts and questions and comments and turn them into an interview that we're going to have with Jen, that all of the people from the book club will get to participate in as a live audience. And then we're going to record that interview and put it out on our YouTube and stuff like that. So if you're in the book club, or if you're in Patreon, which is where we'll post it, you'll get an invite to the interview when we do that. And you'll get to sit and not just watch us do the interview live, but participate in it and ask questions and things like that during the interview, which we will, like I said, record and put it on for later for everyone else. But if you're in the book club or Patreon, you get to get a front row seat to the interview, which will be a lot of fun. All right. Speaking of fun interviews, I hope it's fun, at least for you guys. Mm-hmm. Let's see what we got going on here. Stupid! I pulled the wrong one up. You know what I did? I didn't
teeny tiny
the video.
Photos.
No, it's not even that.
Tiny photos.
I didn't rename the video when I edited it. I did it again.
So great.
On Canva. Mm-hmm. And so it's in there twice with the same name, and I was like, odds are it's gonna be one of them. I picked the wrong one. So for clipping purposes later, we'll play it again in a second when it stops.
I'm gonna need to find a way to make you say edited it every week. Edited it.
I can't say it. I can't say it. I did it right.
Yay! Good job.
Proud of me.
Yeah, but like that.
Okay. So, Miss Katharine E. Wibell, what is your favorite dinosaur?
Predator would be a little more stereotypical than Velociraptor, but for herbivore, I would say Pachycephalosaurus, because if you don't know about those, they are awesome. They
really are cool. It's fun saying Pachycephalosaurus. I can't say edited, but I could say Pachycephalosaurus, no problem. You and Rafe Judkins, showrunner for The Wheel of Time, share a favorite dinosaur, by the way. His is also Pachycephalosaurus.
I love that.
Yeah. And for those at home who don't know, they're the ones with the big, like, exposed bone on their head. And
with, like, the little spikes around it.
Yeah, and they bash their head into things, which is... Mm-hmm. Thank you, Novogratz. All right, so anyway, you're up.
All right, so I love asking this to writers in particular. What is your favorite word?
Eviscerate.
Yes, that is a good word. Okay.
It's fun to say, and it's fun to write about.
Absolutely. Are there many eviscerations in the Guardian Seeker?
Guardian Speaker.
Speaker.
I'm trying to think if they're exactly if they qualify 100% as evisceration, but they do pop up in some of my dark fantasy. So
Okay, and and remind me, evisceration is like when you get cut and like your organs come out, right?
yes.
Okay. All right. I mean, hey, listen, those Viking swords are wicked, man. I'm sure that's a definite possibility. All right. Do you have a least favorite word?
No.
That's wait. No is your least favorite word, or no, you don't have a least favorite word?
No is my least favorite word.
Okay, fair enough.
It's fair.
I like it.
Took you a second.
Yeah. I was like, thank you for that. I listened to like one of the only podcasts that I listened to actually, because I don't know why I was never really able to get into podcasts until I started listening to Star Talk by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
That would.
They had a guest on, and I forgot this mentality that he had, but he said, I just started saying yes to things.
Mm-hmm.
And just like, especially things that I didn't want to do or things that scared me.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it was going to make, things harder, or if it was going to require a lot of effort, I just started saying yes to them. He's like, and that's how I got the current job that I have, which is like, he's like a physicist or something that in CERN, which is crazy.
And if you think about it, like anything like no or negative, if you get that mentality in your head, unless you're going to challenge yourself to overcome it, you're shutting a door on whatever a possibility. Yep. And so, why not? Why not be a yes person?
That's fair. I like that.
I like it. All right. Do you have a favorite curse word and or like fantasy sci-fi curse word replacement?
Well, for the fantasy sci-fi curse word replacement, if I could use a couple of my own.
Oh, absolutely. I love that you have your own. That's fantastic.
For my Viking series, they do use some of the more, everything. They do use things like fuck and bitch and everything like that. Because setting it in their world, what they believe system, one of the ones that always comes to mind is Baldur's luck. Because if you know anything about Nordic myth, Baldur's a god that gets killed. So he is not lucky. So Baldur's luck is a curse word for them. And then in my young adult series, because it's on the younger side of YA, didn't really want to utilize a lot of curse words. My main character used one that I invented when I was a child, and it was shit-taki, like the mushroom.
Shit-taki. That's good. I like that.
Okay, I know with the figures. That's funny though. But no, I do like that.
And now for whatever reason I have that scene from Ace Ventura in my head when they're like shikaka. I can hear him saying shit-taki mushrooms.
Yes, exactly that way. Thank you.
Okay, sorry, my turn now. Is there an everyday sound that you love?
Coffee percolating.
Oh God, I could smell it right now. As soon as you said coffee,
right? It's if you know, you know.
Yeah, coffee is life.
Coffee is life. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Do you have an everyday sound that you don't like?
A whining dog.
How about just whining? Just whining in general.
Well, it depends on who's whining. I may like the whining. Depends on who it is.
My Irish, he sounds like a squeaky door. So if he comes up and he's like, I'm like, please stop.
Please stop. Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that. But the percolator, I could feel it in my soul.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
It's a happy moment.
Yeah, I know, right?
It is every day.
So, if you only picking characters from Agatha All Along from the TV show, and it could be anybody. I don't think there's any characters introduced in the last 2 episodes, but it could be anybody. Who from Agatha All Along would you want as a roommate, or who would make the best roommate?
Okay, so if I remember her name, isn't it Jennifer?
The witch that she does like all of the holistic potion. Yeah.
I think so because she has a job. She's financially stable. Okay. She's not never giving me vibes that she will stab me in the back. So as far as like just a base level roommate, like she's gonna pay the bills. I trust she runs her own business. I think she knows how to, be responsible. I'd use her. the logistic fits.
Absolutely. And
I like it.
she will smell fan-fucking-tastic
Mm-hmm.
because of all of her amazing creams and lotions and things.
Okay, so on the flip side, who's going to make the very worst roommate?
Agatha.
And why is it Agatha?
And why is it Agatha?
Why
Yeah.
isn't it Agatha? I mean, no. Yeah, no, I don't know if I would ever be in a situation where I could fully trust her and not feel like
No.
she would throw me under the bus if she needed to in like a blink. And no, I would have trust issues. 100% trust issues.
It's fair. Yep, that's fair.
I completely feel that. I think I would also choose Jen, to be perfectly honest with you. I never thought of it in the aspect of she's the only one with a job, like a real job.
Yeah.
Alice
had a
used to
job.
Be,
She just
she
got
used to
fired.
be a cop, and now she's between all the jobs. She can't hold the job down now. Yeah, so definitely.
Yeah,
not
that
her.
was one of the other things. Like, ooh, I like her. Ooh, wait, no, I'm not
No
floating
job.
the bills.
See, that's See, again, I like your brain. I like the way you think. Is it my turn or your turn? My turn.
Mm-hmm. It's yours.
Okay.
It's you.
All right, because you did the worst one. Okay, so the next ones are just, it could be any character from anything, a book, a comic book, a movie, a TV show, a video game, whatever you want. Who was, and do you have one currently, your first fictional crush?
First fictional crush was Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! So
Okay.
that's a hard yes.
Like the bad anime boys.
Yes, the bad anime boys. I guess. Well, also trying to getting a little older because my last one I had was Loki for Marvel, but I don't know if I really have one right now.
Okay.
So like that morally gray person.
Okay.
I don't know
like
why, which is funny. It's the opposite of my husband.
That's funny. Well, I don't know. It's all I can hear in my head now is blue eyes, white dragon. Like I could just, you activated my trap. I hear Joey. You activated my trap card. Like, oh God, you just unlocked memories in my brain that I forgot were there from you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that. Yes.
Now you have to do a rewatch.
I was going to say, Tom's going to go rewatch it. This is how his brain works.
It's true. And and also, again, this is, I just wanted to give people insight into what just happened into my brain. So Yu-Gi-Oh, I was like, oh yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh was great. What else? There was something I really liked about Yu-Gi-Oh. And this is what I'm thinking. Oh, it was because it was like tied to Egyptian lore. Yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I really liked Egyptian lore like back when I was like younger. Right. There was that other show, The Mummy's Alive. Do you remember that?
I don't know that one actually, which I'm really shocked.
We are the mummies, defenders of the new Ramses. We are the mummies. Like it was.
What?
It was
I have to look this up.
It was called Mummies Alive.
I missed that one.
Alive.
It was.
Wow.
There was a kid who was like reincarnated Ramses, and there was just a group of like. It was like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but mummies. That's basically what it was.
I've never heard of this before.
Yeah.
That is
And then
so
they would
funny.
like power up, and they would get like gold armor and stuff, and they would fight some ancient Egyptian sorcerer that was like Amun-Ra or some shit.
Well,
that was, like,
I loved
attacking them.
Egyptology so much. Like I really wanted at one point to be an Egyptologist, and to the point where when I turned 25, my parents bought me a life-size sarcophagus of Tutankhamun. So it's in my living room.
My gosh.
You need to send me a picture of that. I want to see that really bad. That's so cool.
It's a little quirky.
It's amazing. I'm jealous. I'm so
You can
jealous.
text the house. I don't need
yes.
Curse
That's
of
so cool.
It's gonna happen if you break into my house. He's right there.
The only cool thing I have that touches on the Egyptology side of things is when we were moving to Florida, a friend of mine, an old friend of mine, who knew I was like super into like Egyptology when I was younger, because I knew them from when I was younger, happened to work at the Museum of Natural History, the Met, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And she gave me, it's like a little hieroglyph plaque that's like this big.
I love that.
But it's the actual one. It's a replica of the real one, but it's the one that they would hang up when they would take the real one down to clean it.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's
and it
very
has
cool.
Forever.
Oh yeah, it has a metal stamp on the back that says "Property of the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Do not sell."
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, yeah, MoMA, yeah.
That's
But
hysterical.
I'm so jealous of the sarcophagus. Oh, that's so cool. Anyway, all right, back to our questions. Don't worry, I'll cut all this out when I clip it. When I clip the interview later.
All right, if you were given the opportunity to assume a vocation or have a job in any realm of fiction, like align yourself with anything, think like a Jedi, what would you do?
If I was younger, I might be one of the nightshades from Wednesday, but that's academia. But outside of that, again, since I just watched it, I would be one of the Endless from Sandman.
Okay,
Why
that's
not?
Cool. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. All right. So in the same vein again, is there a job or vocation or a group that you would never want to belong to or do?
Well, I feel like any group from the boys I would avoid at all costs.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And job that I would avoid. I feel like even though as much as I love dragons, I don't want to be a dragon keeper from the House of Dragons. I feel like I'm not going to live that long and that particular show.
Because not only are you a dragon keeper, you double as snack food.
Yes, that particular set of dragons, I'm not comfortable with that.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Okay, so the last question is probably the deepest question that we have.
I think the dinosaur one's the deepest. I don't know.
I mean, fair. Is there a specific portrayal of the afterlife from any realm of fiction, books, movies, anything, that you wish could be true when it's your time?
I thought I had an answer, and I have another one now. All dogs go to heaven. Whoa!
Oh my god!
But beyond that, in one where I, as a person, can go to and enjoy. There was a pretty serious movie by Robin Williams called "What Dreams May Come," and that one was just fascinating to me because the whole movie is him moving toward, entering the afterlife and experiencing things, and his first kind of pretty much entrance into his afterlife was painted. Like physically, he painted his own reality, and as an artist, I thought that was the coolest, most fascinating thing. So I don't know, that was an interesting way to portray the afterlife, is that it evolves as you are ready, and it's interpreted specifically based on you, and I just thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah, I love that. That's really cool. Do you have a piece of art that you would hope it would be? Wait, you do pet art, so really any of them will be great. It's kind of a callback to the all dogs go to heaven thing. So like,
yeah, it's true.
There, all the dogs will be, all the animals, just
all the pets, everyone's pets, pets, not just your pets too. Everybody's pet, because I'm sure you've done other people's pets, right?
Yes. Yeah,
exactly. Yes. That's great. So wait, so as an do you still do artist stuff? Like,
cool. When I'm not writing pet portraiture, and that's as soon as I get back from Thanksgiving, I have another one lined up. So I do love doing that.
Nice. And so does that mean your commissions are open?
Yes.
Nice. And I have the link to your art page right here. So if anyone is like looking for a Christmas gift for people and you think pet portraiture might be a good idea, go and check out her website. It's your website does the scrolly thing, so it's like scrolling on some of the art. Let me share that so that we can like look at it a little bit.
And there's different galleries too, based on what people are interested in. I've done exotic animals, and then of course most of it is pet portraiture. But
yeah, that's great. I mean, like that's such a meaningful thing for people, especially. There we go. You don't know what that's going to mean was the alligator actually a pet for somebody?
The alligator, when I lived in New Orleans for the better part of a decade, and so a lot of the stuff I sold there was New Orleans nods. So people love beads, squirrels, and alligators, and my dog popped up at the time, so she's wearing them at one of the Mardi Gras masks. So that is some of the examples I have, but and then I have a whole slew of just pets.
I love your art. Like I love this style. It's so cool. The texturing is just awesome on like the on a lot like this one and then that dog one, like the tiger and then that like pincher one were very similar in their style, and I love like the dots on that. The raccoon is just like, looks like did you just make like a bunch of little dots essentially?
Yeah, I do reverse glass painting. So everything I do is on glass and mirror image layers. And so whatever you see up close
that's cool.
is what I do first. So it's usually the dots, and then it's like the glint of the eye, and I work all the way backwards. So if I do one that has a background, that's usually the final layers that I do. I let it dry and I flip it around, and I just hope it looks right.
That's so cool.
Wow.
I mean, it's gorgeous. Like it's really nice. I love it. Fun fact, recently that they found out about raccoons, speaking of raccoons, is they've started domesticating themselves.
That wouldn't surprise me. I mean, at some point, theoretically, the precursor to the modern dog and cat did it to some extent. I mean, raccoons like food. They like...
Yeah, we're pretty sure, but historians and biologists are pretty sure that cats domesticated themselves.
I can believe that. Yep.
Yeah, where dogs we domesticated, like we bred dogs to be less dominant and vicious, where cats domesticated themselves. Oh yeah, no, you're right.
No, I agree with Gnome. Yeah, cats domesticated us. Yep.
100% right. 100% right. Yeah, cats domesticated us. You're right. 100%. But the raccoons, they said they're starting to see like early domestication behaviors, and a lot of raccoons, like in certain areas that are close to cities, are being born with like that weird thing that animals like started. There's I saw a biography on it, but not a biography, a show. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, a show on it on Discovery Channel. Like a lot of animals like develop this thing where their eyes get bigger and like they get closer together so that they look cuter. And yeah, and they're noticing that change in squirrels, and also they're like pleating more, and they're teaching, it seems like they're teaching the younger raccoons to do it, because younger and younger raccoons are doing it now.
Okay, so you know what's really interesting? I have a friend, her name is Stacy, but we call her Ellie Mae, and she lives a little bit out in the country. I'm from Kansas, and she regularly, every single night, feeds possums, deer, and raccoons. And one of the new babies has started coming up to her door and like trying to get to the handle, and she's like, I swear to God, if I open the door, it would run in the house. So maybe this is proof of raccoon domestication.
I would 100%.
I would totally have. They're so cute.
It's
jazz hands.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, it's not even that they're like, they are cute, but it's because they grab things and like hold them. Like I would just be like, just handing them stuff. I would either have like a raccoon that is like so dexterous it can use tools, because I would just hand it stuff, or the fattest raccoon you've ever seen, because I would just constantly give it food that it would just take. Because
I used to be a wildlife rehabilitator for Georgia, and there are different certifications. And so unfortunately, I didn't get the certification for what you need for raccoons. But at one point I had to transport a little baby, and it was like the cutest little thing, like holding two hands, its eyes only just opened. I was like,
see, I would not have given it back. That's me. I would have just been like, mine.
Go back to the world.
Keeping it.
That's awesome. I want to leave everyone with a fun fact. So before we go, how much longer do we have on your Kickstarter? And do you have any other stretch goals that we can try to, like, I could try to probe let's get to this number.
So yes, there's a lot of different stretch goals. And if you go on my campaign, you can kind of look at all of them. I announced a number of them. Like, I don't think I'm going to be pulling in 50 grand. So I'm not worried about revealing some of the big ones this time. But just depending on what people want, for instance, we're pretty good. We're thinking we're going to hit the second stretch goal. But the third one, I'll start doing vellum inserts for people with some of the art. And so I think that would be really cool. And I don't have it in front of me. I think that was like at 11. So, but yeah, so that would be a really fun one if I could at least get to that. Or maybe that was 10, but like, yeah, it'll be it'll be a fun one if I can get to. And it runs right now through, let me pull it up.
22 days to go, it says.
Yeah, so the 6th,
okay.
the last full day is the 16th, which is Tuesday. It technically runs for like the first few hours of the following Wednesday, but the last full day is December 16th. So
okay. Oh my God, which is only 22 days away. Oh,
please don't do that to me.
I'm sorry.
Stress.
Fuck it. It's December already. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
It's nuts. But I mean, congratulations. I mean, you're funded, so that's great.
Thank you. I'm thrilled about that.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's so cool. I love seeing good people do like awesome art and like things they enjoy doing and like get recognized for it.
Every time I had a goal or a stretch goal, I do something really dumb for the backers, and like since I got funded and then reached that first stretch goal relatively quickly, I have my Viking helmet that I put on and had a whole photo shoot for them of.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
That's awesome.
Clearly we know nothing about doing ridiculous things.
Oh, never. No, yeah, I don't wear costumes ever. Do you have any pictures of? I forgot to do it when I saw you in your costume at because you were wearing a costume that incorporated that helmet at Multiverse, weren't you? Yeah.
I wore this past Multiverse. I wore part of my Viking outfit based on one of my characters. Unfortunately, with my costume bins locked away in my reno of my basement, didn't get the whole thing. But yes, I wore part of it. But yeah, I wear the cosplay as one of my characters pretty regularly at these different events.
You could like all you would have had to have done. Did you have your hair braided? I don't remember.
Yes. Yeah.
You did. You were like the spitting image of Bridget Silverbow from The Wheel of Time.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, it's Brigitte Silverbow. Like, there she is. I was like, I wanted to take a picture and like,
I was one of my favorite characters. So I'm glad you said that.
Not surprised. Oh yeah, you were like easily. All you needed was a bow. Like that's all you needed. And
I used to do competitive archery, so I do have one.
Why are you so cool? Like what? Artist, archery, animal handler, fucking author.
Again, be a yes person. Don't be a no person.
There you go.
Go back to some things. Be a yes person.
We did that. Thank you for that callback. And now that we've come full circle, perfect. I think that was awesome. Oh man. Thank you so much for coming.
Well, thank you for inviting me. This has been a blast.
Yay! I'm glad you had fun. And make sure to stick around after the show. I always forget to tell people at the beginning, you don't have to jump off the call right away. And also for you guys in chat, I will be going into Discord and hanging out for a few minutes once we're done here.
I don't have to teach the children tomorrow, so I can hang out too.
Yay!
I know.
I'm not going to stay up too long because I do have to take a shower.
No,
a little green.
I thought you were going to...
Yeah. Well, Erin will not like me getting this on the sheets. Yeah, and I can't just do like a regular face wash because I went all out. I did it under the beard too, so I gotta like.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like you can see, it's on my chin, and
my biggest fear is that this isn't going to come off. So.
But hey, listen, you're a teacher for young kids. I feel like it'll be
I wouldn't scare any. I would not scare any of them. It would be fine. It'd be totally fine.
Just say you got really excited about the Wicked movie that, you know.
There you go. That's perfect. Oh, I can cosplay to go see that now. There you go.
Oh yeah, that would be perfect. Oh man, I really enjoyed that first one. Oh shit, what's her name? The one that plays Elphaba.
Cynthia Erivo.
Cynthia Erivo. I was like, I could only think of Erivo. Amazing singer, just an amazing singer. So good. Anyway, thank you again for hanging out. Thank you everyone for watching and hanging out with us. And if anyone's watching this later, make sure to like, subscribe, do all of the things, press all of the buttons, share our videos and our channel with your friends and family if you want to subjugate them to my face on more than just one occasion. And please go and check out Katharine's website and the Kickstarter. I shared the link to that. I'm going to share the website one more time. You could find it in the also in the description of the video on YouTube. Yay! I love when they do like the sprayed edges on the book. I don't know. I'm a
and I will tell
things.
you,
I love them.
People who have never read a series or read a book will buy it just because of those. I own a bookstore. Just because of those edges, people pick it up, and book lovers are just fascinated. They're like, yes, it's mine. It's mine.
Oh, yes. And please. Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I think this has been a thing for a long time. There are two different hobbies: collecting books and reading them are two different.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you, Erin. And go and check out the book club. We are still running the book club until the end of the year. We don't have a date yet on when we're going to do the interview with Jen, so that will end our first book club, and we'll be starting our next book. For those who are in the book club, it's going to be a Patreon only thing going forward. I wanted to open it up to as many people as we could, but this is going to be something that we do for our Patreon subscribers, which you will gain access to even if you subscribe for the $1 tier. We also have a free tier, which you get a ton of stuff with if you join the Patreon, including the Dragonmount game servers that we have. So we play, basically I made them because I like to play these games and I want to play with people and not assholes. So, or not, I want to play with my type of assholes. So, you guys, we got Minecraft and Enshrouded and 7 Days to Die, V Rising, all kind of games that, have dedicated server type things. So we have our own Dragonmount servers. Hop on there and play. And Rapunzel had a great idea that her and I were talking about earlier, where we're gonna start doing like events on the game servers for folks. So keep an eye out for that. And I think that's all I got. So I guess say goodnight, Crystal.
Good night, Crystal.